E-learning is the ability for a school to remotely teach kids off of campus. When you have a pandemic situation and families are supposed to stay at home, it's simply the ability for a school to continue the educational process remotely for the students at home. One huge advantage we've had here at Bethany is we were actually one of the first 2 or 3 schools in the state to ever offer, back then called virtual learning, and e-learning is kind of the name that the state has officially settled on. But all the way back in 2011-12, this was offered to schools as a possible way to make up or to run school during extended weather cancellations and so forth. So our kids have grown up with e-learning. Were we ready to do it for 10 straight weeks? Probably not.
We already use computers in the classroom. We use a lot of tech in the classroom. Nothing that we're doing with e-learning is unfamiliar to them. But I think the most important part was just letting them know that it's going to be okay. Like, we will make it through this and everything will be fine.
Well, with e-learning, I've had to adapt my style quite a bit because I play off of my students so much. So my teaching style in my classroom, I don't even have a teaching desk because I'm walking around and interacting with students. I don't sit down and work at a desk. So having to teach from a desk is very different for me, to have a station that I have all my stuff at, and not to be able to sit down with a kid and have a conversation about either a project or to have a conversation about how life is going in general.
So how's it worked out for me? I think it's worked well. Again, I would much prefer my students to be here in the classroom with me, but from the feedback that I've gotten from kids and from their parents, I think it's been okay.
My e-learning experience has been bad because I'm an extrovert and I really like to be around people, and so not seeing people has made me like blah.
E-learning has worked out okay for us. It started out pretty strong. Our students were really interested and really involved, eager to experience this new e-learning experiment. But after the first few weeks, that newness started to wear off, and some students have really kept up a positive energy and been able to engage in really helpful ways, work on projects and lessons in really helpful ways. Some students have really, this has been taking a toll on them. I think it's a lot of screen time, and there's a lot of side effects that come along with extended amounts of screen time.
We are deliberately working at the social, emotional community aspect of it. I do a weekly video, just so people can see me. We've done funny things, goofy things. Teachers have volunteered for terrible things they have to do just for the entertainment of the students, as awards for the Superior Week and so forth. So I think all of the people here understand that we just need to make this as fun as we can within something that's just not fun to do.
I think the best thing that has come out of this is, for a few of my students, their parents have been even more involved and aware of what they're doing in school, and they've been able to help support them. So for a handful of my students, I've seen them really step up their work.
I think the best thing that has happened in this experience is it has shown me that we can maintain our classroom community, maybe not to the degree that I want, but we can. We're still a classroom, we're still a community, we're still a family. We've been able to continue to learn new things. I've learned a lot of new things about tech. They've learned some new things about tech. I think it's given their families and their parents a glimpse into what we do.
Face-to-face interaction is something that you can't replace. And the power of those relationships that you have with other people, it helps you in school, it helps you in life.